Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, another episode of The Dark Trilogy. So at the end of my last episode, I had futilely been trying to make my tree farm work, which I think it now is. As you can see, just drop down the layer one more, just to fit all of the dirt in. The planter's right in the middle there, next to that torch. The harvester's now been sunk into the floor as well. All my generators are set up, although they are all fully powered, and we're basically just waiting for trees to grow. As you can see, this is going to start being cut down in a second, which I'm assuming it will start to do it momentarily. Possibly, I don't know. Very weird. But, is that going to start cutting it down? Come on. I made the tin upgrades as well for my machines, so I've got it in the correct kind of area. This should start working. There we go, it's going to start cutting it down eventually. It kind of doesn't really cut down properly like it would on the surface, but I don't know. I'm probably going to move this outside once I've got access to enough ender pearls to make tesseracts. I don't know what they're like on this mod pack, so let's have a quick look. So, tesseract frames. Yeah, I need Enderium basically to make tesseracts, and a good supply of diamond and hardened glass and stuff like that. So, I'm not quite up to the point where I can start to... why is that going there? That's weird. So, for some reason it's... I don't know why, but it's because I'm not really generating enough wood at the moment. It's kind of sometimes putting things in that chest when I don't really want it to. Wood is going into these ones, but because I'm not really making that much of it, this is kind of a superfluous barrel at the moment until maybe more wood starts growing. I don't know if I need more light, maybe directly above, which I need to make those lamps for at some point. But I'll get around to that later. Sort of what do I want to do today? So, because I've got this kind of scatterbrained like series of chests around here, did I just see an area where it's not lit up properly? I did. So let me just turn off F7 as well while I'm at it. I've got this kind of scattered area of chests. Now, the best way of obviously organising all my things would be an ME network. Not quite as simple as what it used to be to put together. So today I'm going to start doing some kind of basic stuff of what to get started with in applied logistics. Now, you may have heard me talking before about meteorites. So I've got one literally just over there. So let me go charge my jetpack really quick, just so it's up to full, because I plan on flying around a little bit. So let's just drop down here. Let's charge up my jetpack a wee bit. This will just go up to full. Is that still chopping down? That is still chopping down. It's just doing it very, very slowly. So just go full up jetpack up to full. There we go. So we've got all of these machines basically working for us now. Yeah, so you've heard me talking about meteorites. So if we fly upwards and go to this meteorite over here. Now these are applied energistic meteorites, and in the middle of these meteorites you've got these different inscriber patterns. Now I've already collected the pattern from in the middle of this particular meteorite. If we have a look inside of it, so if you go right down into the middle of it, you'll find this skystone chest here, and in there will be one of these inscriber patterns, which is what we need to do more advanced applied logistic stuff. So what I want to do today is try and find the last two meteorites, because there's one over there, one behind me, but they can also be underground. So because I've got my decent tools, it's not going to be too difficult to try and find these presses. So what I'm going to do, the best way to find these meteorites, because if they're underground you obviously can't see them from the surface, what I'm going to need is a compass. Not any of these kind of compasses, but an applied logistics compass. And what I'm going to need for that is 4 pieces of iron. I should have some iron around here somewhere. There we go, 4 pieces of iron. And I need a piece of Certus quartz, wherever my Certus quartz is. There we go, that'll do. Got some in there randomly. Now we need to craft up our compass. So if we go over to here, that's not right. That is a stencil table. I want the crafting station. There we go. Why is that not making a meteorite compass? Oh, it's charged Certus quartz. Whoops-a-daisy. Good job I have plenty of charged Certus quartz as well then. So, this charged Certus quartz is far rarer. You're not guaranteed to get it in a particular vein, but this is very important for getting going. I do have some more laying around somewhere. There we go. So we've got Meteorite Hunter achievement. Woo! If we have a look around somewhere, where is it? Where's my mining chest? Here it is. So I've got 19 charged Certus quartz at the moment, or 20 if you include this one. So that's way more than you need to be getting on with. I've obviously found quite a bit while mining. So as you can see, this is actually pointing towards this chunk over here. So if we were to fly over here, it would actually start spazzing out in a second, because we'll be like, rip, there we go. So basically we're now right on top of a meteorite. This is what it would look like. So what we need to do is fly away from here, because obviously this is going to point towards that meteorite, and we don't want that. It also might start to point towards that meteorite if we're not careful, so I need to get away from the 2 meteorites that I've already found and try and find somewhere where it's pointing towards a new one. So I'm going to fly around for a couple of minutes, see if I can find one of these meteorites, which might take a little while, as like I said, it's still pointing. So that is now going to be pointing towards that meteorite. So I kind of want to go as far away from those 2 as possible. So it's still pointing me back towards them. So I want to head. Here we go. So it's now pointing towards a new meteorite. So we want to head in this direction. See if we can find it, which is good. So it's in this rough direction, I think. Might be underwater. Could be interesting. Okay, so was that spazzing out there? Or is it still behind me? No, I think it's still behind me. So we want to keep heading this way. Oh, no, it's gone this way. Oh, no, we're in the chunk where the meteorite is. So what we really want to do, so it looks like it's probably going to be underground. So where is it? So it's on this particular chunk here. So we want to dig downwards, basically, until we find the meteorite. So let's see if we can find it. Okay, dig directly downwards. If we see in the cobblestone, that will be a good indication of where the meteorite is. So it's around here somewhere, basically. Can't be too far away. We just want to keep digging downwards, basically. See if we can find it. So it's somewhere in this chunk. So I'm just going to smack downwards. Whoops, I accidentally placed the torch down there. So we're getting close to bedrock. Still haven't found anything, but then again, it could be anywhere in this chunk, so we just kind of like dig downwards. Gonna go right down to bedrock and then start again somewhere else, I think. Good job, this hammer is just like insanely good. I don't think, if we haven't found it here yet, I don't think we're going to find it in this particular area. So let me just have a quick look at the range of this chunk, see whereabouts it goes to. So we obviously want to like head over somewhere like, so it's back this way somewhere. I just need to find like kind of the range of where it might be. There's basically somewhere here. So it might be, so this is still the chunk. So let's try, say, here for example. We'll try a little further away. Let's try digging downwards. Like so. So we're looking for, I want to dig that up. That's really going to annoy me if it keeps falling downwards. So the meteorite is still spazzy wazzy doo-darring out, which is a good sign. So we obviously want to dig downwards a wee bit. It's going to be around here somewhere, so we've got to kind of dig around until I find it. So I'm going to cut away for a second, and I will come back once I have found this particular meteorite. So I will see you in a sec, guys. Aha, success, 3rd time lucky. So I dug down over there. There was my first shaft, and 3rd time lucky, I found the meteorite. I had to go home and sleep for the night first, but what we need to do now is find the exact middle of this particular meteorite and then kind of dig downwards. Is that the chest there? That's the chest there. So there we go. So we found an inscriber silicon press. So I think that might be the 3rd one. I will go back to base, double check real quick. That's not my home, that's my old home. I need to sort that out. I found this as well, this Eldritch Obelisk. I found this a little while ago. I'm guessing this is something to do with Thorncraft. I don't know what kind of biome this is. This Eerie biome. Okay, so that's probably going to be something for later on. We'll come back to that once I've started doing a little bit of Thorncraft, I think, which I will do much later on. As Thorncraft isn't... Oh, it's probably my favourite of all the magic mods, which isn't saying much, so I'm not a big fan of magic mods for some reason. I prefer technology mods if I'm gonna play some modded Minecraft. I've kind of got into a little bit of Thorncraft while playing Test Pack Please Ignore, but it's, I don't know, it's just something that I don't really enjoy. I prefer all the automation and the stuff that technology provides instead. So where are we? So there's my new base, I think. Nope, there's my new base. Nope, that's not my new base. There's my new base. There's my Crystal Dome. Hello, Crystal Dome. So let me go double check whether or not this is actually a brand new press or not, which would be annoying if it's not. So let's have a quick peek. So where were the first two? The first two were in here. So we've got... What? So as you can see, I've now got a duplicate press. So if we have a look at the presses, we need a calculation, an engineering, and logic, and a silicon press. And we've got an engineering, a silicon, and a silicon. So this is kind of annoying. So let's go out and see if we can find another meteorite. So we're going to go in this direction this time, see if we can find it. So this is the problem with the new Applied Logistics mod pack. You can also, with these meteorites, get duplicate presses, which is not good. So at the moment, I know I've got an engineering and a silicon press. So hopefully I can, because once you've got those presses, you can actually make more of them using the presses. But you have to find the 4 original ones before you can get started with everything, really. So we're just going to head out in this direction. So we're heading towards this very tree biome. Looks kind of cool. What kind of biome is this? This is a... Can't tell what kind of biome it is. Temperate rainforest. Oh, whoops a daisy. My little bit of lag there because I'm going into new biomes. Oh god, that's horrible. Horrible lag there. Oh, another Eldritch obelisk. That is surrounded by some weird looking things though, which I'm not entirely sure I want to go near. I'm going to stay away from them for now. I might put down a waypoint. Add waypoint. New. Eldritch obelisk. There we go. Save. Close. Exit. So I'm going to stay away from that because they look a little bit creepy. So I was like, alright, okay. So the meteorite is back this way somewhere. Okay, so whereabouts is it? Is it like right in the middle of this like temperate rainforest? So it's going to be around here somewhere. Where you gone? There we go. So we're right on top of it. Okay, so what's the kind of area we're looking at here? It's not on top here at all, is it? So it's this kind of this biome here, I think, is where it's going to be. So it's somewhere around here. So let's start off by, I don't know, digging down right in the middle of this mound, maybe. That'd probably be a good shout. And then we'll kind of dig downwards and see what we can find. Might get lucky, might find it straight away, would be quite nice. How are we doing for inventory space? Alright at the moment. So, like I said, these meteorites could be anywhere in the... Whoa! Aha! Found it. Sorry about spazzing out like that a second ago, guys. Basically, because I've been pressing shift so much, I managed to activate sticky keys, which is a bit silly of me. So, oh, there we go. So, oh wow. Was that 3 different presses? Hang on. I need to get rid of all this cobblestone. Because I've just chucked out 3 different kinds of presses there, and I want them all. So let me keep chucking things away. So we've got calculation press, engineering press, and inscriber logic press. It's everything. Excellent. Let's head home. Wow, this was like the motherlode of all meteorites. I found all 3 of the presses, well, the last 2 presses I was missing in the same chest. Fantastic. There's a water node down there, as you can see by it kind of producing its own light. Which is fair enough. So that's pretty cool. So great success. We found all of the presses that we need. We actually found 3 of the ones we needed in one chest, basically. But I already had one of them. Yeah, I already have one of them. So I think that's all the ones we need. So yeah, we've got the silicon, logic, calculation, and engineering. Fantastic. So we can head home now. Yeah, sorry about activating sticky keys because I was like kind of shifting down so much to keep it with my jetpack. It kept activating sticky keys, which was rather annoying. So hopefully that should be all right now. As I'm heading back to base, I need to recharge my jetpack before heading outside again. Could really do with the what's it called? Brain's totally going here. Enderium jetpack. That's what I'm looking for. At some point, but. Here we go. So we have got all of the presses. So we've got duplicates of a couple of them, but that's not the end of the world. So we have calculation, inscriber, logic, silicon, and silicon. There we go. So we've got 2 silicon, 2 in engineering, 1 logic, and 1 calculation. Let's go dump some stuff quick as well, as my inventory is getting a wee bit full. So let's dump all of the building materials in here. We've got plenty of skystone to be getting on with any applied energistic stuff we want for later on. How's my tree farm getting along? So a quick pop over here. It probably won't have done much, as it's basically I've been out of the chunk, so to speak. So let's dump off some stuff here. So I found my meteorites. Here we go. So we're on our way to getting started with applied energistics. Now, what do we need to do next? So I'm looking to get rid of ores, like so. Coal can go in here if it'll fit. Yes, it will. And then seeds can go in there. Excellent. And then I've randomly got some sticks on me. Salt. Yep, you can go in there. Fantastic. Right. Where were we? So we can get rid of this meteorite compass now. So what do we need to do next? So let's have a quick look. Right. So we're going to need a few machines. So I think one of the important ones is probably going to be a charger. So for that we need some iron, and then we need these flux crystals. Now if we go back, so for these flux crystals, if we have a quick look, so flux crystals, what we need to do is drop 1 charged Certus quartz, 1 nether quartz, and 1 redstone dust into a puddle next to one another, and wait a moment to receive 2 flux crystals. Okay, so we can do that quick. So let me see if I can find a bucket around here somewhere, because I'm going to need to make a puddle somewhere. So if we grab a bucket, what we're going to need, we're going to need some one piece of charged Certus quartz, like so. Because basically what this is going to allow us to do, this charger allows us to make more charged Certus quartz. So we need that, some nether quartz, and some redstone, which is all in this chest here. There we go. We're going to need a puddle, so let me just jump up here quick. We're going to need a bucket of water, so let me just grab some water, as it's all around us, so it's not as though I'm going to be running around looking for water anytime soon. So let's just head down here. We'll just dig a hole here, make a puddle like so, chuck in, what did it say again? So let me have a quick look. So we need 1 charged Certus quartz, 1 nether quartz, and 1 redstone dust. So we'll chuck in a redstone dust, chuck in that's Certus quartz, bollocks, got the wrong one, whoops-a-daisy. Let's head upwards. Where was it all? Let's put you away. We need the charged Certus quartz this time. Big idea. Right, okay, so for some reason the quartz didn't come back up there. So we need 1 charged Certus quartz, 1 redstone, and 1 nether quartz. So we just give that a second. That should, in theory, turn into 2 flux crystals. Yay! Look at that. That's really cool. It's really quick as well. Awesome. So we've got ourselves a flux crystal. Fantastic. So what we can do now is if we go and grab some iron, we can put together this charger. So let me pour out some iron, as I've got some iron already melted in here, raring and ready to go. So I think what we're also going to need is an inscriber at some point, which will allow us to actually make all of these, which will allow us to use all of these different presses. So that is going to require some sticky pistons, another flux crystal, and some more iron. Okay, so let's pour out some iron because I want to make the inscriber as well. Because why the hell not? Because I want to get started on making, so if we have a look at ME drives, so we're going to need to make one of these, which is going to require a couple of engineering presses. So yeah, we're going to need the inscriber for that. We're also going to need some, what's the word I'm looking for? We're going to need some ME glass cable, which is going to require quartz fiber, so which is nether quartz dust and some glass, which is fine, and then more flux crystals. Okay, so as you can see, we're going to need plenty of flux crystals. Is there any other way to make ME glass cable, or is that it? So yeah, it's literally some flux crystals and quartz fiber. I'm just wondering if there's another way of making flux crystals. I think you can grow them, from what I remember. So it might be worth kind of coming up with an automated way of growing them at some point as well. But let's make the charger for now. So where do we want to go? So let's turn this into iron. We wanted to make the charger, didn't we? So let's make a charger. 1 charger coming up. There we go. So flux production. So if we head down here, what I want to do is, what I really want to do is actually build a kind of a system going up to my base upstairs with some cables, which I will probably just run around the back or something like that at some point. But for now, I'm just going to hook these up. So let me just kind of place a piece of redstone cable, put that down, which should give this power. As you can see, it's charging up. So I'm wondering how I put Certus quartz in there. Can I just literally... you literally put it in there like that. Contains Certus quartz crystal. Is that literally just going to work? I did not mean to do that. So if I just leave it in there, I'm assuming it will just turn into Certus quartz, unless I need to kind of give it a power of some description. I'm just going to leave it there for a second and see what that does. So let's see about making that inscriber. So we're going to need to make a couple of pistons. We're going to need some more charged Certus quartz. So wherever you've gone, there we go, some more charged. Is that Certus quartz? Charge Certus Quartz. Oh, right, I've only got 9 of it. That's why I needed the charger, like, ASAP. Let's see if it's doing anything. If not, I might have done something wrong. Contains Certus Quartz Crystal. Contains 3,000 KRF. Maybe I need to give it, like, a lever or something like that. Or a, what's the word I'm looking for? A button or something, you know, to turn it on, maybe? Let me have a quick look. So, let's get a piece of... Oh, I've actually got everything I need. So, 1 stick. Oops, a daisy. 1 cobble. Should make a lever. Here we go. Let's see if I need to, like, turn it on to actually activate it. Activate. So, do you need that? No. What about if I put it on it? No, that's not it either. So, I want my Certus Quartz. Certus Quartz goes in there. Where's my lever gone? Here we go. Do I need to put it down on top? No. Okay, I'm not entirely sure how this works then. Okay, that's weird. So, like, this goes in, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything, which is weird. I mean, it's got power, as you can see, but I'm not entirely sure how it works. I have to look that up before the next episode, but we're going to try and make the inscriber quick. So, where's my pool of water gone? It's over here. So, we're going to chuck in our charge Certus Quartz. Oops, a daisy. I'm going screwy Louie here. Put in 1 of you and 1 piece of redstone. That's the wrong thing. 1 piece of redstone, and we get the fluix crystals. Marvellous. So, what we're also going to need is... We're going to need some cobblestone. We're going to need some wood, because we need to make a couple of pistons. So, if we go back to Inscriber... Here we go. So, we're going to need to make these pistons. So, I can use raw rubber, which is good. So, 1, 2 pistons. Let's grab some rubber from down here. So, we're going to need a couple of bits of rubber. 1, 2. Is that doing anything? I don't know. I will figure out how that works off camera, I think. So let me make these sticky pistons. Let's just make them with the raw rubber. There we go. 2 sticky pistons. And then we should be able to make the inscriber. Very nice. So this is all good to go, I think. Let me kind of put this down there. Is that going to get power? Excellent. That has got power, which is what I want to see. So I don't know why, but for some reason that just isn't working. I'm probably doing something totally wrong. It's not as though it has an interface or anything like that, which is bizarre. But so now the inscriber is working, which is good, which is very good. So we're also going to need like an ME interface at some point. So let's have a quick look at ME interface. So we need a formation core, which is fluix dust, which we just grind up fluix crystal into fluix dust. Okay. Fair enough, so we can do that at some point. Where were we? So on an ME interface. So on an ME crafting interface, I suppose, crafting terminal, which requires a calculation processor. So we need some printed silicon. Oops, a daisy. So, and then we also need an ME terminal, which requires a illuminated panel, which is iron, glowstone, redstone, and Certus Quartz glass, which is just ordinary glass and some nether quartz dust or Certus Quartz dust, either or. So I'm going to have to set up my pulverizer, I think, wherever that is, because I'm going to need to start pulverizing up some of these dusts, as we don't get dusts anymore. So let me grab some bits and bobs that I'm going to need. So we're also going to need some glass, wherever you are. I think that's downstairs. Do I have any up here? Let me just have a quick scout around, see what I can find. I got some glass there. Excellent, that'll do. We've got some iron on a steel. We're going to need some glowstone, wherever you are. There we go. May as well just grab a stack, as I've got plenty on me at the moment. What else are we going to need? Crafting table's obviously fairly straightforward. So we're going to need some gold. We're going to need all of our presses. So let's grab all of you. There we go. I think that's all of them. So, yep. Excellent. Brain's totally going here. So, we're going to need some gold. Do I have gold on me? No, I do not. Where the hell is my gold? There we go. Let's grab half a stack of gold. Let's pour out some more iron while we're at it. How much we got? We've got 3 blocks worth of iron to pour out. Let's grab 1 more block for now, I think. So, as you can see, this is going to be a fairly complex... We're going to need some diamonds, actually. I just realised. Diamonds, grab 7 for now. Hopefully that'll be enough for what I want to do. We're also going to need some... So what do I need for like 4k of storage? Oh, extra cells is on, which is kind of cool. So 4K of storage requires a calculation processor. So that requires a pure Certus quartz crystal. Drop a Certus quartz seed made from Certus quartz dust and sand into a puddle of water to make... Oh, I see. So before I can get started... So what about 1K of storage? So 1K of storage? ME 1K of storage just requires... Okay, this I can get away with just some gold, I think. So I might have to start off with just 1K of storage before moving up to 4K of storage. So let me go back to 4K. So I want a 4K storage drive, which requires one of these 4K ME storage components. So I'm going to need some pure Certus quartz, which is going to require growth accelerators. I'm going to need to make some of the seeds at some point. So I might have to kind of do some off-camera work before the next episode and get started on making like some growth accelerators, making a room which I can start to dedicate to making some ME stuff. So I need to kind of finish off work on all of these kind of side chambers at the moment, so to actually get some more space. As you can see, I think I started work on this one and then never finished it, so I'll get around to that soon. So I'm probably just going to leave the episode here for now. We've made a good start. We've got some things in place. We've got all of the presses, which is the main thing. We've got an inscriber built to actually start inscribing things. So let me just try that out quick. So let me just try putting in a piece of gold. Have a quick look. So if we go back into here, it's not that one. Oh yeah, there's a printed logic. So I need a logic press. Let's see if this works. So put a logic press in. Is that going to do anything? Where was I? So, oh no, I need some silicon as well, don't I? Oh right. Printed logic circuit. There we go. So, that apparently worked. Let me double check that again. Oh, so I need so this does work. So as you can see, it did work there. So what I need now is some printed silicon as well. So silicon I can get from literally just mass pulverizing up or sag milling clay. So I need to get all my machines set up as well. I've got a lot of work to do basically. So I'm going to go away and do that all off camera, and then hopefully, oh wow, these are all starting to grow now, which is quite cool. Let's get rid of that. Put that in there. So yeah, I've got a lot of off-camera work to do before the next episode, so I will endeavour to do that. But apart from that, I will leave the episode there. As always, guys, don't forget to comment and like if you enjoyed the episode. Apart from that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.